afternoon and welcome. Events in Jerusalem have taken quite a turn since the beginning of the Passover week. The man who was hailed as a king this Sunday is now in custody of the Roman army awaiting execution. Today, High Priest Joseph ben Caiphas, an author of Faith and Citizenship in Changing Times, is joining us to give us some expert insight on this matter. Thank you for joining us, Dr. Caiphas.
I'm delighted to be here today. And I have to say, it is a good day.
Dr. Caiphas, we have received reports of Jesus of Nazareth's arrest and conviction. As High Priest, you have been at the center of this controversy. Can you tell our viewers why this man, who was quite the celebrity on Sunday, is now on death row?
Why, yes. Thank you, Linda. First of all, you have to understand that this man's followers were mostly not from the city. I am sure that many here in Jerusalem hadn't heard of this man before today. But even though the public may not be aware of what is going on, I can assure you that we have been very vigilant and have been aware of this man from the beginning. We have followed him for years.
So the events of the week come as no surprise to you?
Oh, no. You will find that there is very little that surprises us. No, we have been aware of this man and the danger, yes, the positive danger that he represents from the very beginning.
I see you use the word danger. In what way was this obscure carpenter's son a danger?
Oh, he was a very real danger. You know how these petty rebellions have caused such unnecessary strife and suffering for our people. I have no doubt that this poor man would have led his poor uneducated followers to a terrible end with Rome and possibly others.
Jesus of Nazareth is quoted as telling his followers to love your enemies and pray for those who spitefully use you, and to give to Caesar what is Caesar's. These teachings would seem to indicate a man of peace.
This Jesus was a very unstable man. Those words, for instance, would seem to indicate a man of peace. But how do those words compare to the violence that we witnessed in this very temple this week? Striking the temple workers and beating people with a whip. People were positively running and shoving each other out of the way. Once again, I was not surprised. This man is a dangerous and violent madman. He even claimed to be God.
In your opinion, how should the people of Israel feel about this man's execution?
People of Jerusalem, this is a day of celebration, of victory for us. As a people, the law is working. This false king and rebel has been handed over to the civil authorities to be dealt with. But we are not celebrating a sad man who is not in possession of all of his faculties being executed. But he would have led others astray. Imagine his poor followers all having been led to death if a full-blown rebellion had started. Oh, my. No. One life is a small price to pay to save the lives of thousands, nay, even of the whole nation.
Thank you, Dr. Caiphas, for your time and valuable assessment.
Oh, not at all. As always, Linda, it is a pleasure. Shalom Aleichem.
I'm sure we all feel reassured after hearing from High Priest Caiphas. I'm receiving reports that the prisoner is at the moment being led to the Hill of the Skull, where he is to be crucified. Ruth is on the scene. Ruth?
Thank you, Linda. I am here in the streets of Jerusalem. Quite a crowd has gathered to watch this convicted rebel make his way to the hill of the skull, where he is to be crucified. I am here with synagogue leader and successful businessman Jairus. Mr. Jairus, in your opinion, is this crucifixion justified today?
Justified? This man has committed no crime, not a single one. This is a terrible miscarriage of justice. Even Pilate didn't want to prosecute him. And you know Pilate has a name for rather excessive punishments.
Mr. Jairus, I understand that you were personally acquainted with the convicted man.
Yes, I knew him. I know him.
And other synagogue leaders have expressed their full support of his sentence. Would you like to comment on that?
Do you think I haven't heard their opinions? They are jealous. They don't understand anything he says or does, and that makes them uncomfortable. They will do anything to protect their comfort.
Some would say that as a follower of Jesus, it is your opinion that is distorting.
No. You see, I actually knew him. I spoke with him. I listened to him. And you know what? He listened to me. They say he is a troublemaker, that he will hurt our people. I have been with him. I have seen our people, the outcasts, the hopeless, and the unclean of our people crowding in to get just a glimpse of him, just hoping to touch his garment. And he would stop. You know, each one of them mattered to him. If it had been one of Caiphas' children who was an outcast leper or a blind man with no hope of ever seeing, then we would hear a different story. But no, they're perfectly comfortable in their own little world. I used to be like them. I had heard of Jesus, but it was easy to listen to the rumors in the synagogue that I didn't need a Messiah.
And what caused you to change your opinion?
My life was turned upside down. My only child was very sick. My money couldn't save her, my position couldn't save her. I'd always felt so secure, and yet I never was. I needed him.
And did you take your daughter to Jesus?
No, I had no time. I ran to him. I begged him to help me.
And he healed your daughter?
No. He actually kept me waiting. Here I was begging, me who never begged anyone. Oh, I was so desperate, but Jesus, I felt like he didn't understand how sick my little girl really was. He stopped and talked to people on his way to my house. And then I got the news. I received the news that my little Rachel had died.
How did Jesus respond to that news?
He told me, do not fear, only believe. And somehow I did. He asked me to take him to the house and told me that Rachel would be fine. When we went to the house, they had already started the funeral rites. Jesus cleared everybody out. I held my wife, and Jesus went up to the bed, and he said to her, little girl, get up, and she did.
I heard him call me, Daddy.
I realize that this is a very sensitive subject, but had a doctor verified your daughter's death?
Oh yes, she was gone. We lost her that day, but this man, this Jesus, gave her back to us. Can you understand that? He was not even evil at all. He was the purest and most loving person I have ever met. At this very minute, they are taking the life of the man who gave me mine back.
And where, in your opinion, does this miraculous power come from?
There are reports coming in from all over Jerusalem. We appear to have experienced a strong earthquake. Ruth?
I'm here, Linda. This place is in an uproar. As you can see, we are in total darkness. The crowd is panicking. I'm approaching the centurion on duty to get an official word. Sir, would you like to give us a comment about what is happening right now?
Why, it's clear. Surely this man was the Son of God.